How's it going, YouTube? My name is Sherbert, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the weapons inside of Super People and where I think they rank on the tier list. Now, Super People has been in early access for about 6 days now, and we've seen a whole new wave of fresh players coming in, which is really great to see, but everyone's coming in asking like, hey, which guns are good, or like, which guns are meta, or which guns should I be avoiding? So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and do a weapons tier list video, and we're going to break down where I think these guns rank on the tier system. Now, we had already done one of these videos like in the final beta, but to be honest with you, my opinion about a lot of these weapons have changed, and it's actually kind of crazy to see where I ranked certain weapons. So we're going to go ahead and redo it for early access, and from here on out, where I think Super People's weapons rank as of October, I think today's the 17th, 2022. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. Okay, so we've got our weapons, we've got our tier list. What I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about these weapons one by one, and I'm going to place them where I think they belong on the tier list. Now, it's really important for you guys, but this is all just personal opinion. This is just one mustache dude's opinion on where these guns should be on the tier list. So don't watch this video and be like, aha, like I've got the Krabby Patty secret formula. This is it. It's not. It's perfectly fine if you guys don't agree with me. It's actually preferable. We do have the link to this tier list in the description below. I'd love to have you guys try this, fill it out, and then post it in our Discord and let me know where you guys rank these weapons. I'd be really curious as to, where you guys put these in the tier list. During the final beta, we did the same thing, and it was crazy to see how different everyone ranked these weapons. So we're going to go ahead and we're just going to start with the shotguns. We're going to work our way up. Now, shotguns themselves are designed for more of an early game engagement, right? So they're not really made for like late game unless you're like Shotgun Master or Titan or things like that. So overall, as a whole, shotguns just generally don't perform as well as you would want. It's really hard to get up and close. But that being said, the shotguns are pretty fun. So the SP686 is a really cool weapon. Very, very high one-tap potential. This thing, it bullies people. I think a lot of people sleep on this gun. It's really strong. Really satisfying to like thunk and just you just body people. That being said, very minimal attachments onto it. I think it's only just the choke and like an optic, but it is super cool. It does have that one tap potential, so I think it belongs in the C tier. If it's like Shotgun Master, it's probably A or S. If it's Titan, it's pretty strong. But as a whole, out of 14 classes, I do think SP686 belongs in C tier. R870. It's good. It's good early game. It's good to bully people with early game when everyone has like common armor. But mid to late game, I think it fires a little slow. I think the bullet spray is a little goofy. I think the reload's a little slow. I think it belongs in D tier strictly just because it, like I said, rate of fire slow, reload slow. It just doesn't. I think it underperforms in a lot of ways. It's okay. It's not great. So D tier. SI12K. Ooh, gosh. Is it B tier or C tier? It's really good. It's really fun. AR mag. So you get an extended AR mag. It does have the the choke and things like that. It does have room for an optic. It's fun to use. I'm going to think it sticks with C tier just because I don't think it performs better than this SP686. It's more forgiving because it has more shots, the faster rate of fire. It does have a little bit of forgiveness. It has more attachments, but do I think it's better? I don't. I definitely don't think it's B. There's a lot of times where I have the shotgun, I'm like, ugh, poop. So I think it belongs in C. SP686, yeah, it feels good. It feels good here. The 1887, it's a trash can. It's a portable trash can. It's not good. I don't like it. I've never been like, oh my God, thank God I found this gun. It's, like I said, it's got very slow rate of fire. It's got very slow reload speed. It's just goofy. I don't think it does enough damage for, it's like chunk and then you have to like flick it and then chunk. It's just too slow. I wouldn't rank it higher than the R870. So I think it deserves to be a D tier. So interesting that this is where I ranked the shotguns. In the video, in the final beta, a little same, but different. So CC, DD. Up next is the SMGs. Now the SMGs are, in my opinion, I think if I had to make a meta, I think SMGs are really strong right now. They're really, really good. UMP9, not really though. I think I ranked this B tier on the final video. That's crazy. I don't think it's B tier. UMP9's good, but it's very situational. I don't like it. It shoots too slow for an SMG, and it doesn't shoot like far enough for it to be an AR. It's like this weird hybrid where it doesn't really have that high rate of fire. It doesn't really have that stopping power. It's good, not great. I mean, it's got really good attachments. It can add up all the attachments, but is it my favorite SMG? No, not even a little bit. Not even a little bit at the beginning. So I think it belongs at C tier. It's not that it's a bad gun. It's just not, I'm not impressed when I have it. Like if I have it, I'm looking to drop it. I've never been like, this is it. So I think it belongs C, just strictly just because it's kind of wimpy, slower rate of fire. Like I said, it's not as punchy as an AR. It's just kind of in the middle of the road. UMP5, really good gun. I like it because it has built-in suppressor. You only need to find a extended SMG mag and then an optic, and then you're good to go. You've already kitted the gun. I haven't been having very much success in early access with the MP5 though, however. I find that there's better SMGs out there, and I really like it being at B. I know in the final video, or in the final beta video, I had it at S tier, which I don't think is it. It's definitely a B ranked gun. I think if the damage output was maybe a little higher, it's really good on Marine because it's got that built-in suppressor. Marine has that suppressor perk, but again, I mean, I guess it would be A tier, just because, no, I'm never really impressed with any of the SMGs lately, or the MP5 lately. Yeah, I think B. I think B's solid. Maybe if it, yeah, no, B. I'm trying to talk myself into it for it being A, but it's just not it. Uzi Pro, however, S tier, 100%. Changed my mind. I had it in A tier in the final beta video. It's not. It is S tier. This thing is the bullet hose. It actually is surprisingly really good at, I don't want to say medium range, but like it's better. It's really good at a range that it shouldn't be at. Like it's good at like 20 meters. It's strong, man. It's really fun. You put an extended SMG mag in there, like a vertical foregrip, and you're cooking. It's so cool. The Uzi is really, really strong right now. I have so much fun using it. It is for sure S tier. Really happy with where that's at right now. It's a good gun. Shoots fast. It's good. It's cool. Now Vector. Gosh, is the Vector comparable or better than the Uzi? It's pretty solid. It's really good. I would say S tier. I would, because I'm going to assume for the sake of this video, we kind of had a little bit of discrepancy in the final beta video because we weren't talking about attachments. We were just talking about stock. In stock, the Vector is kind of duty. It's kind of butt cheeks, but when you get the extended SMG mag, it's really good. And even then, 19 bullets still kind of does what it hits. Like if you hit your shots, it's really good. I would say S tier. I like the Vector. I like when I play with the Vector. I like how it feels when I have the Vector. Like I said, a lot of attachments able to it, so it gets even better. I would say Vector is S tier. I really, really like that. PPSH. Oh gosh, no attachments actually. You can't put any attachments in it. I think a lot of people get overconfident with the fact that it has 71 bullets. Early game solid. Is it better than MP5? I don't think it is. It's really good. I have a lot of fun with it, but I think in terms of I think it's the same thing kind of like with the UMP9. When I have it, I'm looking to drop it. The vertical recoil is really hardcore. The recoil control is really hardcore. If you're not barrel stuffing people and you're not like in people's faces fighting with it, it's okay. I'm happy with it being a B. I definitely don't think it's A, just because you don't have any attachments for it. It's terrible at range. Like the Uzi's got so much more range than the PPSH. So does the Vector. Even so does the MP5. I think it got better in early access though, so I think it will stay B. I actually really like it there. It's like low B, high C. G3. I know a lot of people like the G3. I know a lot of people talk about the G3. I know the G3 is one of those like mystery guns that people are like, oh my God, it's good, or oh my God, it's bad. People have like the scroll wheel bind and it's really good. People have the scroll bind. They're like, is it good? No. I mean, it's an AR, right? It's actually an assault rifle, right? People treat it like a DMR. So people are upset when the G3 doesn't, function like the DMR or doesn't participate like a DMR. So it is an assault rifle. As an assault rifle, I want my assault rifle to go burr. I definitely don't think it's D because it's very viable. So I would say C tier. Lack of the foregrip, the fact that people treat it like a DMR, the fact that it's like I don't want to say it's a meme gun, but you have to like really be feeling yourself to do well with the G3, at least in my opinion. It's cool. It's chunky. It's good. I know in the final beta video we ranked at C2. Okay. Yeah. That's where it goes. I like it there. M16 D tier. Blech. It's just not good. It's not good. I don't think it ever will be good. For some reason, Super People hates the M16. You know, I think if they were to tighten up the bullet spray, if they were tightening up the vertical recoil, it would be really good. I would love to see a burst weapon be good in Super People. It's just not now. It probably won't ever be. M16 is kind of duty trash. You can, you know, put it on semi-automatic and kind of just treat it like you would a G3. But if that's the case, just pick up a G3, you know? So I think it stays D. It's just not good. F2000. Yo, I really like the F2000. It's been treating me really good. I would say F2000's S tier. High bullet velocity, high fire rate. The vertical recoil is actually a lot more manageable than it was, or at least that's where I put it in the final beta. Really good gun. Really, really strong gun. Been consistently very impressed with how it operates from early access. It's been really, really good. I think F2000's S tier. It just cuts people in half, man. It's basically like an SMG on steroids. Really fun. M4. Now, in my opinion, the M4 actually kind of I fell a little out of love with it. I think because I think there's a weird bullet drop off thing where I would treat it. In the final beta, we were cooking people from distance. Nowadays, I just feel like it's a little wimpier. And I think that lack of bullet velocity or not bullet velocity, but that lack of damage drop off is kind of make me not like it. Do I think it's A tier? No, I think it has to be S tier. The strict number of attachments. I mean, it has the most attachments in the game. Tactical stock, foregrip, mag, barrel attachment, optic. It's just really good. You know, it's one of those guns that you're going to consistently do well with. So I don't think anything less than S tier is acceptable. Really, really good gun. Really like it. Now these next two, oh man, these next two are really good. Scar is at A tier. Borderline S. And the reason it's borderline S is just because this thing packs a punch. The stock, like a common gray M4 does 22, I think it's 22 damage. The Scar does 29.4. Don't quote me on that, but I believe it's 29.4. So it does a lot more than the M4. Slower fire rate, sure. But it's really fun. We've gotten a lot of really good wins, a lot of really good plays with the Scar. I like it. I really, really like it. The same thing with the AKM. Now the AKM doesn't have as much of attachments as the Scar, but this gun cooks, man. You get some good headshots and like, it's so satisfying to be like, ting, 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 dead. And the AKM is surprisingly very good with the lack of attachments you can put onto it. There's no foregrip, but it is, it's good. I love it. I used to drop this thing like it was hot. Like I used to drop it like it was a smelly kid in class, but man, do I love the AKM now. I almost prefer it over an M4. Sometimes I actually prefer it over it. I really like it. It's really, really good. Do I think it's S tier? No, because I think the learning curve for the AKM is pretty high. The M4 is just it's so beamy. It works really consistently. You have to be on your A game for the AKM to work, but it's so good. It's so much fun. More satisfying kills with the AKM than like any other gun. M1 Grand. I know the M1 Grand's really fun. I know a lot of people swear by it. Gotcha loves it. I think it's good. I like that it doesn't need a whole lot of attachments to be good. It's going to take a slower rate of fire than like the SKS or the Mini. Do I think it's better than the SKS? No. I mean, just the lack of attachments are going to make it hard. But man, you can like two-tap people. It feels really good. I ranked this at D last video. I don't think it belongs in D. I do believe it. I think it belongs in C. It's really fun. Yeah, it's a good gun. C for sure. It's interesting because I really don't like any of the DMRs in the early access. We played the SKS a little bit today. I think SKS is A tier, just because you can put all those attachments. You can put the foregrip, all those optics. You can kind of you can finger tap pretty good. You can spam people pretty well. I ranked it as S tier in the final beta video, and I just don't agree with it anymore. Kind of fell out of love with it. SKS is A. Perfectly fine with that. Mini, I would say Mini's B. I kind of wanted to put it C, but I think Mini should be B, just because you can you can spam it a little quicker. It's kind of good when you like a medium range. It's not as punchy as the M1 Grand. It's not as punchy as the G3. I think it kind of, I have, dude, to be honest with you, I don't even think I picked up the mini in early access. What did we rank it in the final video? Yeah, okay, we ranked it at B. I think I'm happy with it being B. It's not a great gun. It's not a like overpowered gun. It's good. I think it performs about as well as the other two Bs. The X401, one shot unless you find the like impossible to find DMR extended mag. B tier. You know, it's punchy, it's good. That one bullet's rough and you have to hit your shots. I'm not a very big sniper, and I say this a lot during like live stream and stuff like that. I don't like sniping. I'm not good at sniping. I'm not pretending to be good at sniping. That being said, though, the X401 does pop people from a good distance, and it's a really great initiating weapon. So I think B is admirable. I think that's pretty generous. I think that's good. And then last is the Kar 98. Now the Kar 98, I did rank it as S tier. I think with today's gameplay, I think with the gameplay I've seen in early access, people aren't really like campy as much, or I don't, maybe just people don't sit still as much. Again, I'm not a sniper. I don't like sniping. I rarely come across anybody with any snipers nowadays. I definitely don't think it's S tier, but I do think it's A tier. Just because, God, would it be S? I like it. I mean, I like the idea of it. I'm going to say A tier. When push comes to shove, like I'm never going to be like, oh my God, thank God I found a Kar 98. It's a very situational weapon. I'd much rather have any of these S tier weapons long before I have an A tier or the Kar 98. I think it belongs there. You know, late game, you're kind of screwed because everything's like in your face and you don't really need a sniper. I don't know. I guess A tier is fine. Okay, a little different than how I had it. We moved some things around, and I actually really like where it's at. Okay, so this is where I have all the weapons ranked. I'd love to hear what you guys' take on this, where you guys think, you know, like, hey, this is a good idea, or like, no, dude, this deserves to be here. I'd love to start that debate. You guys were actually the reason why I even tried the Uzi. You guys were even the reason why I tried the AKM. They definitely deserve some recognition. So if you guys don't agree with some of these weapons, if you guys don't agree where they are placed, I would love to have like an open forum in either the Discord or in the comment section down below. Because if it wasn't for you guys and your cool like comments and things like that, I would have never tried the AKM. I would have been like, AKM's, I think I ranked it B tier in the last video, and it is so good. It's probably my favorite weapon right now during early access. And I wouldn't have tried it if it wasn't for you guys telling me to like, hey, give it a second go, like, give it a try again. And I love it. Scar H, really, really good. I mean, I'm really happy with where these sit in the current meta. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Like I said, I would love to have you guys fill this out, post it in our Discord. Let me know where you guys think these weapons rank. And that's it for this video. But yeah, I'm really happy with where I'm. It's like, it's like when you like, when you paint a painting and you're all proud of it, you're like, yeah, I did that. That feels good. I'm really happy with where the weapons are in this tier list. So like I said, let me know in the comment section down below. Go ahead, fill this out. Let me know, post it in our Discord. But this is where I have the current weapons ranked in early access as of October, what's today? The 17th, October 17th. This is where I have the weapons ranked. We'll probably do this again, maybe in like a month or two and see if anything's changed. But that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know in the comment section down below. If there's any videos you guys want me to make, let me know as well. Also too, we do stream right here on YouTube, Monday through Saturday, right here, 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I'd love to have you guys come in, talk about, weapon tier list or, your day or cake, is it good or not? We don't know. So that's it for this video. I'll catch you on the next one. Have a great day and stay super.